What's up guys, today is day 41 of our DIY Sprinter van build, and today I'm going to start off with putting some waterproofing elements to the water compartment here. Yesterday I filled the little cracks in our van with foam, filled all the little gaps, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of the Flex Seal liquid, put it all over under the water tank here. I'm going to move the water tank. So in the event that there is some sort of leak from the water tank or the water heater, this area is going to be contained and there's going to be a little hole that's going to let the water flow out of the van rather than it being kind of inside the van area. So I'm going to start working on that, and then afterwards I got to return some packages and see what else I can do as far as like building the rest of the cabinets and working on whatever else I need to build. So let's get started. It's not a big section that I need to waterproof. It's really just from this wheel well here all the way to the back. Got my Flex Seal right over here. Hopefully it's not dried up and that I closed the lid properly, but let's see. Okay, I think this is still okay. Yeah, still in liquid form. Nice. Let's start painting. It's mainly the cracks and the little openings that I'm trying to protect. Like these little corner areas right here. That's where water can seep in. And you don't want that. Done with the Flex Seal. A little overkill. Probably didn't need to do the wheel well here and also the floor, but it's a good preventative measure. So if water is sitting, this is still wood, so having a layer of this Flex Seal acts as like a silicone, just covers the entire area. I'm also going to put like a small wall around it afterwards so water doesn't flow out of this area, but it looks pretty good. So while I'll wait for this to dry, I still need to prepare 2 more pieces of furring strip along the side here to mount the fresh water tank. So let me make those cuts. Once this dries, I can mount the water tank and I can mount the hot water tank, and that will secure it in place. I got to finish framing out the refrigerator cabinet. I added 1, 2, 3 pieces of support beams to hold it in place. Plus, those are the pieces that's going to get attached to the walls here. So I'll attach this here, this one. Well, I have pocket holes too. I added 1, 2, 3 and then 2 on the bottom, and that's going to get drilled into the wall's furring strip. That's going to hold it in place. I'm going to add a back piece right now. So just a really thin, I think it's like 1/8 of an inch. Maybe a little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch, a little less than 1/4 of the inch. So that's going to fill the back side. I'll just use some brand nailers, hold it in place, and I should be able to attach this wall to where it's going to be, the final location. Let me cut that piece of backing. Backing is secured. I gotta drill a few holes. I gotta drill a hole here, somewhere down here for the refrigerator power. I gotta drill a hole somewhere up here for the microwave power. So I'm gonna run an outlet somewhere over here. And then I am gonna also run a hole, or make a pretty sizable hole down here. This is gonna be for the refrigerator ventilation. Someone had mentioned in the comments, and I agree, that if the refrigerator is in a confined space with no ventilation, the refrigerator can overheat and stop working, which had actually happened to our old fridge. And so I want to make sure there's a good ventilation here. So I'm going to add a little computer fan through here, and there's going to be a nice looking vent on the other side of it. I'll make the refrigerator fan hole another day. I can still do it after it's attached, so it should be fine. Let's push this against the wall and get it secured. We got it attached, but we forgot to do one thing. We forgot to add insulation to the window side behind this. So that means we have to take it out and do it again. Put the insulation and then close it back up. Just gotta get the size of the piece we gotta cut.
This will fit here pretty well.
Let's reattach the cabinet. While we're doing the insulation, we're just gonna fill up the insulation for the rest of this frame here. The Flex Seal is pretty much dried. I'm gonna lay the water tank on top to where it's gonna be so that I can mount the water tank. Once those are secured, then this is gonna be out of the way because this is just kind of in the middle here. Now that we got the refrigerator cabinets all framed up, let's put the refrigerator in just to see how it fits. Imagine it doesn't fit. That would be funny.
Oh,
Ooh, pretty good. A new refrigerator drawer. Here we are. Our refrigerator cabinet.
I think so too.
And now that I got the hot water tank mounted, this is where it's going to be permanently. The water tank is not mounted yet because I'm missing the hardware. They did include hardware for the water tank, but it's these bolts here that I don't have the tool for. I think it's like plus nuts. So I'm just gonna get the same type of thick screws to get that attached to the wall and onto the floor. And to share with you guys what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of this section here, the water section, what I'm thinking is, it's not a big space here, but I want to try to fit everything right in the back here, back of the van. I got an accumulator tank here. These two are what moves the water around. And I got this big thing right here. This is the Webasto heater. It's a gigantic Webasto heater. Airtop Evo 40 high altitude. This is beefier than the one that we have. We also have a Webasto in our old van. So this one I think gives almost double the amount of BTU. So this is going to be really nice. And I'm thinking it's going to go right over here at the bottom. If I can fit it, I think this will work. I checked the bottom, there's enough clearance there. So it'll stay down here. And then the water pump and the accumulator will be right up here. If I can fit all that in this little compartment, then it's gonna be maximizing the space in the back, and I'm still gonna be able to close this up here and have like a really big garage space. That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right, it's time for dinner. Let's go inside. 呢樣飯啊，
係啊，
食飯啊，
係燒魚蛋食啦，
係咪 soup？因為琴日有啲湯。
係啊，
So we had from yesterday. And let's see what my mom made for dinner. Beef and broccoli, not beef and broccoli, just beef and 芥蘭菜, some veggies. Chinese broccoli.
菜心炒啊，
Try some. You have to wash your hand.
洗手。
Got some steamed eggs here and some shrimp and mushroom and a salmon. How's that dinner? 食飯。
食飯。
食飯啦。Alright guys, that is all for today's video. Tomorrow I'm going to continue working on the van in the morning, and then later in the afternoon after Spencer's nap, we're meeting up with some friends for a barbecue. So if you guys want to keep watching our DIY Sprinter van build, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so they can spread to more people. We really appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.